I gotta let you in on this secret. Everybody keeps telling that it is really difficult to make friends in Germany, especially in around Munich, Bavaria, and everyone seems to be complaining about that. However, I found it actually quite easy to make friends. Don't believe me? We've been living here for around 2 years now, and we actually have 4 to 5 couples that we are in very close contact with. We even went to a wedding, traveled together, we meet up every couple of weeks, and we constantly have dinners at each other's places and share fun memories together. However, there's one key mindset that you need to adopt for this to work. If you don't have the right mindset, it is actually true that it is very difficult to make friends here. But is it also the same everywhere else? It will be really difficult to find friends and build true connection. And this mindset is actually taking charge. When you move to a new country, what you really need to do is decide that you actually want to make friends and take charge on that. So contact new people, try to join groups, try to do whatever you can to make some friends. You really gotta put in the effort here in order to succeed quickly. So what we did, for example, I posted on the Munich subreddit, Munich Social Club, where a lot of people are there just to make friends. I knew this would be a method to contact other people who are also open to making friends, thus it would be a lot easier. However, having said that, it was actually very, very difficult to make that first post because, first of all, the sound of making friends on Reddit seems very weird. It also seemed extremely weird for me to post online saying, oh, we just moved here and we want new friends. Does anyone want to become our friends? However, I was very, very thankful that due to actually putting in that effort and putting out that post, we got so many friends just to get started with. And from there on, it was a lot easier to also get other friends, or we got introduced, and also we didn't have that sense of desperation for friends in other areas of life. Hence, again, it was a lot easier to make friends. Because once you become desperate, that also shows off in your interactions as well, and that can put off a lot of people. So, what you want to do is actually just go on some of these forums, or maybe if you're more brave, more extroverted, you can go onto some meetups that people organize, where there are a lot of other things that are organized online that is a bit less effort for you yourself to organize, but then it's a bit more effort once you're there. For us, because we're introverted, we preferred something along the lines of meeting one-on-one with a different couple. And that was actually a very good way for us to meet people on Reddit, because there also a lot of people are introverted, they're kind of similar to us, but also the people that commented on our posts and messaged us ended up being very similar to us as well. However, putting in the effort doesn't stop there. Once you find people who you click with, you really need to put in the effort to sustain and build those friendships. It's not like it's going to grow on its own. You still have to put in the effort. You still need to put aside the time to grow those relationships and friendships. So, what we did was also set aside time each week to meet up with friends. Even though we're very introverted people and we know that we want to just stay at home, we just put in the calendar every single week we would meet someone. And that helped out so much in building those relationships. Because within a couple of months, we've already met them 6 to 7 evenings, and it was just very nice to have those people around you, know that you have friends you can rely on, and at that point, you're getting closer and closer to those people. So once you've got the right mindset down, there are also 3 other important things you need to keep in mind, which is also what we really thought about when we came here. The first thing is actually, once you move abroad and you have a completely new environment, it is such an amazing chance for you to re-engineer your group of friends. What do I mean by that? So people say you're the reflection of the people around you, the people who you spend the most time with. So when you move abroad, it's actually really easy for you to take that opportunity to choose friends who share similar lifestyles or similar goals to you in life. And based on that, you can really just artificially engineer some kind of environments where it is much easier for you to succeed in your goals. So for example, if one of your goals is fitness, maybe try getting people around you who are also interested in fitness or are very fit people in general who already have that in their lives as a normal thing, a regular routine. And the reason behind why this works is actually very simple. they might be talking about things that are important to them more. So it also kind of gets in your mind a bit that, oh, maybe I should also do this. You already might know that you need to work out every day, or maybe you want to get on a more healthy lifestyle. But if nobody around you is really talking about that, it easily becomes something that you forget after a while. It may come up from time to time, oh, maybe I should eat healthier, but it's not at the forefront. Whereas if you talk to friends and that's something they also talk about, you will get all of those impulses, and that will also easily push you in the direction you want to go to. Now, the second thing that you need to keep in mind here is the fact that a lot of people will already have their group of friends ready and they're not really looking for new friends, and that's totally okay. Maybe at some point you'll also get to that level where you feel like you have enough friends, you want to nurture those relationships instead, and you're not really open to building new ones unless it's someone amazing. So that is also why it might be a bit harder for you to make friends with people who are natives in that environment, because they already have their friend groups, their circles that they belong to, and they might not want to really expand on that. So again, what you want to do here is really find the people who are also open to building new friendships. Just to start out with, that's going to be a lot easier for you. Of course, afterwards, if you feel like there's someone you really want to be friends with and they're not open yet, and if you really want to become friends with them, you can put in the effort. However, then you're not in a position where if that doesn't work, then everything falls through and you feel like you don't have any friends anymore. So make a base with some other expats, some other people who are also in a similar situation, and people who might be also looking for new friends. It could also be, for example, here in Germany, other Germans who moved from another city, or just people whom you share a lot of interests with and they're more open to getting new friends. However, really focus on the right target audience per se when you're looking for friends. Try to get people who are also in the similar mindset, and it will become so much easier. And lastly, the point that you really need to keep in mind is the fact that people are just busy. And that is a fact of life, especially if you're already in a working age, you're not a student anymore. You really need to think about that fact that they are also busy. So don't take things too personally if they don't respond to you immediately. Don't take it too seriously. It might have been that they had a very difficult week at work and that's why they didn't respond. Or maybe they just forgot about responding to you after seeing your message and that's why they left you unread. Of course, here it's a bit of a difficult balance. You need to know when to back off. If you sense that the other person really doesn't want to keep the relationship with you, they don't want to meet up with you. However, again, if you sense that they are also putting in the effort or they also want to be friends with you, it's okay for you to send the first message a couple times in a row. It's okay for you to suggest meeting up. And it's all okay until the point that you feel like maybe this is not worth it because they're not reciprocating and so on. But the important message overall here is, again, not to take things too seriously or personally. They don't owe you their time, but it's also the other way around. You also don't owe them anything. So, keep this in mind, but especially at the initial stages, you should be okay with putting in a bit more effort than otherwise when it's an established relationship. But again, even if it's an established relationship, you still need to keep putting in the effort to build a relationship. It doesn't work in a way where it seems like a lot of people think it works when you meet someone and suddenly you become friends and that's it. No, you really have to put in the effort. So, in summary, I just wanted to share with you the fact that if you put in the effort, I'm sure you will find friends. If you focus your attention to the right people and the right environment, it will be so much more exciting for you to be able to get friends because it will be a bit less effort and it's not like you're just wandering around trying to find friends. A last tip here with people in Germany. Most people in Germany actually like to keep their work and life separate, so it's going to be very difficult for you to try to find new friends at the workplace. I actually have one friend from work, but she's also international. However, my main goal was not to find friends at work. I wanted to do it somewhere else where it's also in the German culture that the two should be separate. So overall, you just need to adapt to your environment and put in the effort. If you do that, I'm sure you will find friends. So let me know in the comments below what aspects of finding new friends as an expat is the most difficult for you. Maybe we can all learn from each other and share some tips as well on how you made friends abroad. And if you're interested in such videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more videos on expat life, productivity, language learning, and all of that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!